The first most important thing that I learned is the KRPM, knowing, remembering, practicing, mastering, because it can be used in everything that I learned, right? So, like, you learn it, you understand, process, practice, and, like, yeah, that's how you master a skill. That living is equal to surviving and thriving, both. And one more important thing, like I know I've repeated this many times before, but like knowing and not doing brings us the consequence of not knowing. Even though this is related over here, I can connect it in many parts of my life, and I can like it's kind of like a universal thing, like just how you
Yeah.
went over there. Like how do you check whether something applies, to everybody, how it's universal. So like how do you check that? First you observe within yourself. I can observe it within myself, and then other people, and then you can see whether like then you look around and you notice that okay, yeah, it applies to other people as well. So yeah, and um, and then we have to also like when we experience an emotion, like we can. What I think is when we experience an emotion, we first like obviously feel the emotion. We can release emotion by. I think also if we go into our zone, that helps us release the emotion, feel it, and then we
Exactly.
process it. We
Yes.
understand where first of all where is it coming from? What is there like a main thought behind this emotion? And we process the emotion. We understand and we learn from it, and then we deal with it accordingly. Like we can respond to it. Like and then also one more thing I learned is like not to get troubled with things that are not in my control. So because most of my like a few of my emotions, sadness, it come from that part where I try and control things that are definitely not in my control. I need to focus on what is in my control, and like if I can do something that's in my control, and then whatever outcome happens, right? And then I deal with it appropriately.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Mm.
Okay. And then we learned about like the facial expression, like how our brain is the processing unit, the emotion. Like sometimes like whatever we feel, right? Like it like this process takes place, and then our face is a display unit. Like so if there is a sudden emotion, we can see it on the face. So like yeah. And there are signs like how you can see it on the face, and you realize what the other person's feeling. And yeah, so like if you see that they're angry, then you can do something, like you can ask them what happened, all that. And then like the 3-step process, like you feel, you
Yes.
get in touch with the emotion,
Yes.
and like you get in touch with the emotion, then it's deal. You learn from the emotion, what is that emotion trying to teach you, and process it, right? Processing that thought from where this emotion has come from, and then you like heal feel,
Deal.
deal, heal. So yeah, and then it's heal. Then like you like you just heal from that. I don't know how to
Yes.
translate it.
Yes. So I might help you a little. Feeling means feeling the emotion, getting in touch with the emotion. Dealing means understanding what is the thought or notion that is guiding this feeling. Is it even like the truth?
Mhm.
You know? And healing means understanding it completely, correcting yourself, and after that becoming the contributor. Help others to resolve, be the environment that others flourish. That's called healing. Okay? Yes.
Okay,
Hmm.
got it.
Yeah.
Okay, right, and that's the last thing that we just learned
Yes.
was gratitude, like
Yes.
acknowledging, like basically being thankful for whatever good, like whatever has happened to you. Because I think that even if something bad happens to you, there is something good behind that.
Exactly.
So you can acknowledge that, and you should just be grateful for that. You should be thankful for that, and
Exactly.
then that kind of brings you so many things. You like if there's a bad thing, and if you understand, like because there's always something good with that, and you understand that and you feel thankful for that, that also like that makes, I don't know, I think that will make you happier, and like you're able to understand everything's clear. So yeah,
Yep.
that's about gratitude.
ब्यूटिफुल. यू डिड सो वेल. एक एक कंसेप्ट को इतनी जल्दी जल्दी आपने समझा दिया. वाओ. इस वर्कशॉप के बाद क्या लगता है, वेयर डिड यू गेट द क्लैरिटी? एनीथिंग लाइक, बिकॉज वी प्रोसेस 2-3 इमोशंस आल्सो
Yeah.
ड्यूरिंग द वर्कशॉप. हाँ.
Okay, so I got the clarity on like this the last experience that I just gave about being hurt, like
Yeah.
by my friend. So like I got the clarity on how I can deal with it, like because
Yes.
I'd rather not like ignoring person is kind of hard because
Uh,
if she's like right, if she's in my class, it's even harder, and like so it's better to at least try and talk, do what's in my like do what
control.
it's in my control, and yeah, then whatever outcome is there, yeah, then face it.
Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. वंडरफुल है ना. मैं आपके लिए एक थोड़ा सा एक शब्द और कुछ ऐड कर देती हूँ उसमें. मुझे लगता है कि हम एक ऐसी जगह पे आ गए हैं जहाँ पे हम ये समझ गए हैं कम्युनिकेटिंग इज इम्पोर्टेंट एंड व्हाट आई हैव इन माय कंट्रोल वहाँ पर वी नीड टू टेक एक्शंस. सो आई थिंक यू हैव अंडरस्टूड दैट वेरी वेल बिकॉज इट हैज लाइक सिंक्ड इन यू है ना. घुस गई है वो बात दिल में है ना. एंड दूसरी बात मुझे लगता है जो आपको समझ में आ गई अच्छे से वो ये है कि नोइंग एंड नॉट डूइंग brings you the consequences of not knowing. है ना. सो नाउ यू नो इट यू आर गोइंग टू टेक एक्शन ऑन इट है ना.
Yes.
बहुत बढ़िया. बहुत बढ़िया. सो मेरीन वुड यू recommend this workshop to others? What would you say? No, people of your age. Yeah.
Okay, so yes, because I what I think is that like what I know is my friends, this is we experience a lot of jealousy is like one of the main emotions. So like we always try, we want to be better than the other person. We there is somebody and like we want to be like them. It's like there's
Yeah.
kind of like some jealousy. Like my best friend sometimes like that happens. So yeah, she
Yes.
she would benefit from this like workshop, and then also there are certain things like that she can just apply in her life, like just how I said about the knowing the
Yeah.
the not I mean the knowing and not doing things consequences not
Yes.
like that's like more you can apply it in many aspects of your life. So
All
this
aspects
is
of life.
exactly
Yes.
all aspects of life.
Yes.
So yeah, that's sort of thing she can like my friend can benefit.
Okay. Now, next question. Do you think if she will benefit, you will also benefit?
Yes, because I guess it would be like another person to like I can talk to her about it. Like if we take the concept of gratitude, if for example for some situation I'm not I'm not like feeling any gratitude, she can tell me that there's something good in this as well, and
Wow.
that's yeah.
So, with that question, I wanted you to also see that you have become a contributor and you are at the same, you are contributing to her life and also at the same time you are benefiting because you are creating a good environment around you. So double blessing. है ना. ठीक है. So I told you, you become the inspiration, you become the contributor. This brings you to the contributor mindset. बहुत बढ़िया. Thank you. So was 2 hours time long? 2 घंटे.
And there is some information that's a little like heavy to process, so like that's why after this class is over I needed to look through my notes, but like 2 hours, maybe we should like take a little longer break or something, so
Yeah, that can be done. Yes, I know that I gave you a lot too much to digest also. So, but it will eventually happen. The question is, could you keep focus all the time? Could you like stay connected when the things were happening? Yes.
yes, I could like, but like sometimes when there's like a lot of information on the slide, like I just sometimes don't read what you've written. I only like, have to listen to what you're saying, and then I'm able to understand it. So
Huh,
yes,
yes.
I could keep.
So this
I would.
PPT is not for you. This PPT is for me so that I don't forget, है ना? So you don't have to like really bother कि मैं PPT में देख नहीं पा रही हूँ. इसमें कुछ ऐसा है नहीं देखने जैसा, है ना? So it's
Okay.
more for me actually. So I think, and personally, my feedback to you is also that both of you could keep your focus all the time. You are never like lost. I'm like, okay, Maureen, come back. Sasya, come back.
Yeah.
This was not happening during the class. Were you able to grab the concepts and found that they have utility in life? I think partially you answered, Hannah, and found that they have utility in life. The answer is yes. The more that could be said here is that all of us need to practice this in life.
Right.
Yes, so
Right.
utility to have, but without knowing and not doing,
Yeah.
so that's the thing. So the fifth one is, who would you like to thank for providing this opportunity to you?
My mother, because
Yes.
yeah, at first I was a little hesitant, like what do I have to learn about emotions? Like you express them, like you feel them, and then after some time it's okay. So
Yeah.
like yeah, so she
Yeah.
was like, do it, it'll be good for you. So
Yes, 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 yes. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you for sharing this. And I totally enjoyed this workshop, doing with you both. तो मैं लास्ट में बोलूंगी आपके लिए भी, बट अभी अभी मेरे ख्याल से सहस्या का नंबर है. ठीक है. तो ओके, थैंक यू मेरीन. यस.